Oh,
If you want to share your screen, we can look at it together. So I want to finish the PowerPoint today, and I'll send the question into the chat so that we start working on the question, at least the first data, because we are working with two different data sets. I want us to finish the customer shopping sales data sets today. And next week, we start with MAR healthcare data sets. So the last week, because 3 weeks for Python. So the last week for Python, we are going to connect our Python to database.
okay. Can you see my screen? It's a
No, I
minute, me
cannot
share me.
see it. Let me stop.
Oh,
Let me stop sharing. Okay.
sharing. Okay.
Yeah. You can share now.
Okay. I'm already
Yes.
sharing. Okay.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Then another
Uh,
thing, when I'm trying to run something on that Jupyter,
mm,
I'm not able to run it. Once I press the run, it won't run. I don't know.
yeah, go to one. Let's see. You are not on Jupyter, you are on
Yeah,
Python.
I'm not on Jupyter right now. Right
Yeah.
now, yeah, I know. Okay, let me try to copy this one. For example, on Jupyter. Oh,
No, go to one. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yeah, Jupyter.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
open.
yeah.
Yes.
Click on Jupyter. Paste. Click on one.
Uh-huh. This is the run, right?
Yes, you can use that too.
Uh-huh.
Click
Mm-hmm.
on
Oh,
browse
sis,
marketing
I just
extent.
might be not came from my interwell. I want to lead
Okay, okay.
me. Yeah, yeah. See, the towel is over there. Let me bring your clothes for you. Yeah, dry yourself. Yeah, dry yourself. This is your clothes. You can wear your clothes by yourself. Eh? What? Sorry. I'm coming. I'm very busy right now. Mm. Hello, sis. Sis, what
Yes. Click on the kernel.
uh
That's browse
Panel.
marketplace for kernel extension. Yeah.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
wondering what this means.
You don't have install Jupyter and
Okay.
yeah.
I don't have it
Yeah, you don't
installed
have it.
already.
Yeah, you don't have the kernel
Okay.
installed already.
Man,
That's I think that
so I'll have to
that
install
was
this
the
one.
reason why. Install that too.
Okay. Do you want me to do it now? I don't
Yes,
want to
do
waste
it.
the time. Okay.
Or should we continue
Okay.
when it work and you call me back and I'll see.
Yeah, I think it's installed already. But maybe I will need to maybe close it or something.
Yeah, do that. So that
Mm.
I'm working on time. We don't have.
Yeah, maybe we can do another thing pending the
Yeah.
time, right?
Yes.
So on this one, how do I upload the data sets?
So the data set, you have to put the data set on the part that you are working on. So you go back to, okay, let me stop sharing again. So
Mm,
let me see your screen. Share again. Okay. Where is your data set? Go
okay.
back to your computer where you store your data set.
Mm, I just send
Or
the
if you
phone to
click on
me.
file here, maybe you can locate your data set and click on that data set and you copy the part and paste it on.
Mm? Mm. Ẹ wo ẹ má bínú, mo busy ẹ̀ mo sọ fún yín last week.
Yeah,
Wọ́n ṣe ń lọ
understand.
wíìkì yìí ni.
Yeah, I understand.
But I still do not want to meet her on the class. Oh, tún tẹ̀ wọ́n. Okay.
Okay,
So,
you know what, sis? Maybe in the evening we can look at it together.
okay.
Okay.
Mm,
So that because of the time, we have
time.
only
Okay.
20 something minutes left.
All right.
Because yeah.
Okay, let's go. I should stop
So
sharing my screen, then I can see you on Zoom. Yeah.
yes, I've stopped your own. So
Okay.
yesterday we stopped at Pada Library, and I told you guys to import to read your data set into a Python. So
Okay.
Precious and
Oh, where your clothes?
Sis Muftiat, have you done that? You came late, 90 minutes after the time. So did you manage to read your data set? Both of you.
Yes, yes.
Oh, good. So next, data cleaning methodology, because I'm going to finish this PowerPoint today, and I'm going to send the question. We start the question. Maybe we want, I don't know if we be able to finish the question because we have 30 questions to answer, but 30 questions is not something that is quite difficult. It's just a basic uh, data analysis questions. So data cleaning methodology, data cleaning improve data quality before analysis. You have to clean your data. And I said when we were working on Excel that we spend like 70 to 75% cleaning data. You look for missing value, duplicate value, and raw format must be corrected. Uh, Either you are using Excel, Python, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, you are going to clean your data the same method. When you are using Excel, you look for missing value. When you duplicate value, you look for data types. So likewise, using Python, each software has different syntax of data cleaning, but it's the same method. Missing value, data type, duplicate. So it's the same method for all the softwares. Clean data leads to accurate dashboard and machine learning model. Always valid data after cleaning. So when your data is not clean enough, you have a wrong analysis. So you spend a lot of time cleaning your data. The 30% is for doing analysis, but 70% is data cleaning. So for example, let me share the screen again I want to quickly explain this part before we move on. So yesterday we read our data set, customer shopping data. So this is our data frame. A data frame is like a worksheet in Excel. Worksheet, workbook, yeah, worksheet. So, this in Excel, columns is a column, row is rows, likewise for Python language. So a data frame is a two-dimensional table used to store data in Python. It's a part of Panda library and is similar to an Excel spreadsheet or SQL table. So when we read the data set here, this is the output, the results. We have invoice number, customer ID, gender, age, category, quality, price, payment method, invoice date, and shopping mall. So like Excel spreadsheet and tables in SQL, but in Python, we call it data frame. You understand? Each row represents one customer, each column store one type of information. So when you are view your spreadsheet or tables in SQL, you will view data frame in Python. So for example, when you want to create a data frame manually, let's say we have students. Student here is a variable. So, and we create name, age, score, and we call mostly we call def data frame df. So PDF that this PD pandas dot data frame student print df. So it will give us name is a column, age is a column, score is a column, and 012 they are rows. So I just want to explain that part briefly. So, and also yesterday, Mr. Wahab asked a question about def. I said that we are going to look at it in the data set. So this function, when we use def, is a function. Salary here is a function name. You understand? And from the data sets, the data set here, we have price, this price, a column here. So I want to look for the total price. So I name my function salary. So, and the sales is a variable data frame that contains price. And I use function sum. Yeah. So the total salary here is a variable that stores salary function name. So when I say print total sale, it will give me this is the total salary for the price here. I can change my function name to another thing. You understand? I just use salary as an example here. So I just want to explain that before we continue. So for the example from the data cleaning method, you can open the PowerPoint in your end too. Do you have any question? No, okay. So we say example is say dot drop any. So you want to drop any missing value, any that contain any in the data set. In place is true. So also we have another code there, says dot drop duplicate. In place is true. So sales is our data set. We use function drop. We want to drop any in the data set here. I'll send you this Python after the class. So when I want says again,
You have not shared
Please,
the.
okay.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm using double two screen, so so I'm running the example here, but this says drop any. I want to remove any from the data set. When I want to say, firstly, when you look at the data set, I don't think we have any in the data set because the number of rows here for the first, when we run the first series, we have 99,457 rows. But when we say remove any, we have 99,000. I don't think we have any in the data set. Let's say when we have, maybe we have a duplicate value.
Sorry, madam. I think I have a question here.
Yeah.
I can see that when you use drop any, you said you search in place as true. So on what occasion can you search in place as false?
Oh, sorry. When you say in place, can you hear me? No.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. When you say in place are false, you are telling the data. I'm coming. The screen. I want to drag the screen. So yeah, I'm saying that in place is equal to true, meaning that, either true or false. When I say true, that means that I want the data set to look for the NA, make the change directed to the original data frame. But when I say is false, false is default. Do not change the original data frame. Create a new one instead. Let's try it together. Let's put false here. False. Let's look for this variable saves, new saves, because I want it to create a new saves for me. And that's called saves equal to, I created another variable. Copy, paste. So you are telling this is your new data set, your new data frame. So when you want to continue using this data frame, you'll be using new sales. When you use sales, it will return to the old one. So when you use false is a default. That means that you are telling, you want your data your data frame to create a new one instead. But when you use the true, you are making changes direct to the original data frame. We are still going to work on each question. So I want to finish the PowerPoint so that when we'll see more questions on the 30 questions. So let me share the screen back. Sharing the screen off front and back. So giving me confusion. So importing Excel data set, like I said yesterday, when you want to import Excel, CSV, so you have to make sure that your data set is Excel or CSV before you import it. If it's Excel, you use Excel to import the data set. Data visualization helps explain trend and insight. Like we all know that any software, business, BI, business intelligence software that you are using, data visualization is to help you explain the trend and insight. Charts make data easier to understand, and we use Matplotlib. Yes, yesterday. Matplotlib is a data visualization library in Python and Seaborn. So when we want to create our data visualization, we have to import Matplotlib and Seaborn. So I can import that now so that when we want to work, so machine learning, we are not going deeply on machine learning, but we can touch little things if we still have time. So machine learning, we use a scikit-learn library for machine learning. You will import this for your machine learning. It supports regression, classification, and clustering. So machine learning predicts future outcome using historical data. For example, for this data, shopping customer data set, if you want to look for the future outcome of sales, okay, do we have date? Yeah, we have date. So from invoice date, we are going to create month, day, and year from it. Okay, you will now use we want to predict the next, if we have 2 years in the data set, 2021, 2022. Okay, we are going to predict for example, 2023. what say from the 2021 and 2022 sales, we can predict what the sale for 2023 is going to be. So they use Skyscale for that. So you import that into the data sets, into the Python. So SQL with Python. This part will be our last class. We are going to connect our Python into the SQL database. So Python connect directly to database. You can SQL query can extract business data useful for dashboard and reporting. So yesterday I told that each library that SQL has its own library that you import into the Python before you can connect to the SQL. For example, SQLite. So is the library to connect your Python into the database. We are not going to work on this part, API integration. So API allow Python to connect with applications and website. You want to extract data from the JSON format, from website, website data set is different from a normal data set. So they use JSON format. So useful for healthcare system, cloud apps, and dashboarding. Python request library is commonly used. So when you want to use that, you want to connect to website, you use library request for that. So that's for the PowerPoints. So now I'm going to share the question so that we start working on the question on the data set. So let me share the question on the WhatsApp group so that everybody will be able to have it, because the Zoom will stop in few minutes. When we come back, we start on working on the data set. Do you have any question? The full minutes, you can use that time to import your data set, because we are answering the question together. I will answer question 1, you answer question 2. So everybody should read the data set before the Zoom stop. So the question, I have sent the question into the Zoom group. Please download and let's continue from there. Yes. Do you have the question already? So we can start now. So, question 1, we done that. Import the customer shopping data set into the Python using Panda. open the question there so that I won't be going front and back on the question part. So I'll just share my screen, the VC code only. But I want you to follow me with the questions. So when you want to create I want us to be putting the data, the questions. So here, you create on Markdown, you put the question here. Okay, question 2. We are starting from question 2. Display the first 10 rows. So this is the code part. You will now run your code part, or you should copy so that it will be more readable for you later in the future if you want to read it. Question 1, I think. Yes. Come down here and write your code. Either you use Markdown method or you put under your code, you can add your question up and write your code down. Have you done that? Because I want us to do this thing together. Are we in the same page? I'm waiting for you. Yes or no?
No, I'm not able
Any,
to add the data sets.
okay,
It's not
maybe
showing the same way it's showing for you.
maybe, do you want to share your screen, or we have 2 minutes? The Zoom will stop
Oh,
in two
okay.
minutes.
Maybe
So
after when we come back or what?
yes, because I want us to do this thing together. I don't want anybody left
Mm,
out. So
okay.
yeah, when we come back, I'll start the Zoom now, and me and you can quickly look at it.
Okay, all right. No,
Yeah, let me
all
stop
right.
sharing.